it didn't. Yeah, stop measuring. Okay. So Monarch works by you have your 3 core abilities: your tactical, your defensive, and your offensive ability. And of course, you have your offensive ability is the rocket salvo. Then your defensive is your energy siphon, and your tactical is your rearm. Rearm will give you back your dash, your energy siphon back, and your rocket salvo back. Now, when you core, it gives you the other upgrades. So it'll upgrade something from here. You can get arc rounds that does more damage to shields and drains energy from vortex and thermal shields, and also increases the capacity of the weapon. Or you can shoot more missiles from your rockets, or you can use energy transfer, which if you shoot a friendly Titan, it'll give them a shield. This Maelstrom will increase the damage of the smoke. Rearm and reload will give you faster rearm, the tactical ability, and faster reloading. Energy field will increase the area of effect for energy siphon. So if you hit a wall and they're next to the wall, they'll still be hit by the effect. And then the last one is multi-target missiles. It combines the missiles into like smaller missiles. Make them, I think they it makes them stronger. And they track now, so it's not just like unguided missiles when you hold down the rocket button. Superior chassis will increase your max health and heal you just a slight bit, and then it removes like critical hits from being able to use it. XO16 accelerator basically just increases the rate of fire of your weapon, and those are the 3 main cores. Now for me, the best way for you to run Monarch, in my opinion, is to use Overcore, Energy Thief, and then arc rounds, either Maelstrom. It depends with this one, because like sometimes faster reloading and faster rearm comes in handy for me. Other times Maelstrom, excuse me, comes in handy more often. So it depends on this. Energy field, will increase the area of, I already explained that. This is useful if you're going for like support, but other than that, I don't really use this one at all. Especially if you solo. Like this is my solo Monarch build. Either rearm or reload, and then accelerator. And I'm gonna tell you why. Because overcore, when you core like the first time, it starts back over. It's like you're in a brand new Titan. It's like you died and reset. So overcore makes the core like you start the core with 30% every time. So when you spawn, you have 30% to your core. When you use your core and it starts over, you got 30% to your core, and so on. So it makes getting your core and getting to stage 3 a lot easier. Next, with the Monarch kit, usually I will run Energy Thief because it makes you earn your core meter 10% faster. This makes getting to your stage 3 core a lot easier. This makes you using your core a lot more often a lot easier. So you'll always just like have a shield in the clutch. In survival of the fittest, I like the idea of it, but I haven't really been able to put it into like action. It's kind of like a circumstantial effect, and that's why I use Energy Thief, because I can always just get another shield instead of just trying not to be doomed. I've survived being doomed multiple times. I mean, as everyone just seen with the live stream, I can survive being doomed. That's not the problem. It's all on how you play. Shield amplifier, increase your energy siphon's shield gain by 25%. That to me is like, what's an extra 25%? Like maybe it'll save you, maybe it won't really matter, but who cares about that? Rapid rearm is retarded to me, because unless you're I can see you using this if you're using Maelstrom instead of the rearm reload, but even then you're missing out on that extra 10%. So I use Energy Thief combined with Overcore to get my cores faster. Now, because I'm going to get my cores faster, every time I core, I'm starting off with 30% and I get my core faster. but I also get back my electric smoke screens. I was trying to think of what to call them. The electric smoke screens, you get them back every time you core, and you start off with them. So if you core, bam, it resets, you get your smoke screens right back because you start with 30%, and then you're shooting and you're gonna, you know, get that next core even faster. So for me, it depends on how people are playing. If I'm going against a lot of Ronins or people are like after me because I'm doing so well, I'll just like back up and just start letting off smokes. You'll have like, if you're doing it right and you're getting your core as much as I do, you're gonna be sitting on smoke screens. You'll have like 5 or 6 of them, and you can just back up and set them smoke screens, set them up, and they'll keep running after you, trying to kill you, especially if you're doomed. So they're gonna just keep running after you, and you can just set your smoke screens. What's great about that is the smoke screens isn't tied to rearm, so you can use your 1 dash to back up, use rearm, dash again, and just keep setting smoke screens for people to run through and eventually either die or eventually give up and put you in the clear. And like I said, as long as you're coring and you just keep recoring, you're always gonna have smoke screens, you're always gonna have shields. Like, to me, this is the best way to play Monarch. This is all I've been playing with since I started Titan Brawl, and I've gone against Ronin, Legions, North Stars, you know, Tone or whatever. Now, they have their individual strengths, and a really good pilot, let's call them that, will throw you off your game, will do some unexpected things. You're gonna run into unexpected things because Monarch isn't invincible, but at the same time, Monarch, for me, in my opinion, doesn't really have much of a weakness, because if you're at your stage 3 core with this, not only are you going to do more damage because of arc rounds and you got a bigger clip, you're going to shoot through that clip really fast. And if you have rearm reload, not only do you do more damage, shoot faster, you're going to reload faster. So you can just burn through clips and just eat through people's health. North Star, Ronin, that's a wrap. There's nothing they can do about that. Now, they can try to charge at you, shoot at you, you know, things of that nature. But as long as you're backing up, setting smoke screens, and you're shooting and just burning through ammo, you're gonna waste through any Ronin or North Star. A North Star shouldn't even be up close to you, but if you get up close to a North Star, it's a wrap. Ronin, they gotta get up close to you. But if they do, they're putting themselves in just as much danger with either, you know, rearm, reload, or Maelstrom. So, you know, Legions, I can see Legion being the best against Monarch, but it's not necessarily the counter to Monarch, because as soon as a Legion has to reload, it's a wrap. If they have a full clip, they have a really good chance against you. But if a Legion has to reload, if you catch a Legion reloading and they don't have their shield, it is a wrap. You're gonna burn through that large portion of their health, bam. And then there's the thing with the battery. What's up, Esley? Welcome to the stream. The Titan execution, the checkmate, right? When you execute them, they grab the battery from the Titan that you're executing and give it to you. So checkmate combined with survival of the fittest, which will, if you're doomed, getting a battery will take you out of the doomed state. But again, I haven't really done this. It's not, from right now, at least in Titan Brawl, it's not really practical. I don't really do it too often. But with checkmate, right, if you're executing people, you're going to get your batteries, you're going to have shields, you're going to get a little bit of health, but also, for whatever reason that I've noticed, when I get executions and I don't have my core, like my core upgraded, you know, either stage 1, 2, or 3 or whatever, if I don't have my cores upgraded, I don't get the checkmate execution. I get the default execution. And when I'm like my core is upgraded and I get that, like I get the execution, I get the checkmate execution, and it gives me a battery. So you want to be able to, when you execute, grab that battery. So you want to have your core upgraded, so when you do execute, you get that battery. Best way to get your core, overcore Energy Thief. Works every time.